Choosing to adopt a holistic living outlook is an empowering and positive lifestyle choice. It's not blind optimism at the expense of reality. Instead, it's about utilising the things we don't like in life as opportunities for growth, rather than allowing them to take us into the spiral of depths of depression. When we adopt a holistic living outlook, we find that more options and solutions open up to us as a result. I'll give you an example. Let's say you really want to attract a life partner. So you're out there meeting people and dating, and yet each time you meet a date, the same thing happens. Just about every potential mate turns out to be commitment phobic. And after a few blissful weeks together or months, they ride off into the sunset, leaving you with a broken heart nursing your wounds, with your dreams still unfulfilled. Now this can get really depressing. It's really easy to go into blame here and start saying that men are this and women are that, and becoming bitter and resentful that your relationship hasn't turned out as you hoped it would. So how about we address this problem with a holistic living outlook and see how it changes? First, we need to adopt the belief that we choose our reality. The kind of beliefs that you have within you build the lenses through which you view your life, experience emotions, and make decisions. Our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions come in large part from our early childhood experiences. Often these attitudes can be so entrenched from an early age that we don't even recognise they're unsupportive or perhaps counteractive to what we're trying to achieve. So we keep on trudging forward, hoping that someone else will change or some miracle will happen, but they don't and it doesn't. So the first and most important thing is to get the focus off everyone else, off all the exes, and back onto you. You can't change them, you can't go back in time, you can only work with you in the present. So this takes us to the second step of choosing your beliefs. Our world mirrors us. And this can be a little bit difficult to accept sometimes. The belief says that whatever you're observing or experiencing in your external world is a direct reflection of what's going on inside. It can be a bit challenging to accept. So this part requires some really deep self-reflection and really deep honesty. So if I'm attracting mates that won't commit, the first question I might need to ask myself is, where am I not committing to myself? Where in my life am I running away from myself and not giving myself a solid commitment? Is it in my exercise routine that I find it impossible to maintain? Is it in my commitment to my diet, a healthy diet? Is it that I'm not committed to listening to my needs and honouring them when I'm around other people? So where are you dumping yourself? Do I cancel appointments, change my mind and muck other people around? What aspect of lacking commitment applies to you somewhere in your life right now? Take some time with this and be prepared to work with it. Because if this commitment issue, or any other issue for that matter, has been in your life for a lot of years, then there's probably going to be a few layers or aspects of this issue to get through. But don't waste any time and make a start now. In this example, choose one aspect of not being committed to yourself that you're ready to change and start changing it. I recommend you work on one thing at a time. And when you have the first thing under control, then move on to the next. Otherwise, you'll end up getting muddled and make it too hard for yourself and give up. Okay, so now you've recognised the mirror in what you're attracting in life. And you've started to make changes. And all these changes will be ongoing. And this is what step 3 is all about, allowing new awarenesses and learning. If you're actioning the changes we've already talked about by allowing the awarenesses to come through in the mirrors in your life, then you're really harnessing all the learning opportunities that life is giving you. So these challenging situations are great opportunities for learning. It may start with a relationship issue, but it also applies to business, family, children, everything in your life. You'll start seeing the rewards. In our example, you'll start noticing that you're attracting mates who are different to the kind of people you've attracted before. This can seem a bit strange at first, but amazing and interesting and awesome as you see it happen. And this brings us to the fourth step of adopting a holistic living outlook. Respect, love, and gratitude for life sustains life. The more gratitude and awe you feel at what you've created in life, the happier and more optimistic you become. Make sure that you celebrate your shifts and victories, and especially the results you create. You might need to adjust your lenses so that you'll recognise Mr. or Miss Right when they come along, because they might look very different to the mates you've met before. Make sure that you're ready to welcome them into your life with gratitude. So maybe it's time to really start allowing yourself to have the things you want. If you're finding it really tough to recognise those mirrors, then you can enlist some help by booking in with a holistic living counsellor who will carefully and gently help you with this process. Life becomes so exciting when you adopt this approach. You really start to believe, feel and experience the empowering feeling that you are in fact capable of anything.